Bless your child in the name of the Father, the Son, and the... Oh, yeah! What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Pope&Texas podcast. I am Popey, and with me, as always, is...
Texas. Austin, how you doing?
Alright, so today we're just gonna... We're solely just gonna talk on YouTube, because... Why not? That's always an interesting topic in the last year. Oh, Jesus. It's been a very, very... very interesting topic to cover in the last year.
What did YouTube release lately? The YouTube Rewind?
Yeah, YouTube Rewind, that came out back in December.
Yeah, I didn't,
Wasn't that good. But
nah.
I don't know, I don't know, being on YouTube now, this is my 5th year on YouTube. This is year number 5.
That's a lot of years, man. That's 2012 you started then.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is the 5th year on YouTube as a whole, and this is the 3rd year in a row that I've been doing gaming videos consistently. So
yeah,
it's pretty I don't know. I see it as an interesting milestone, but I found myself not too long ago, which kind of ended up scaring me a little bit, was that in the transitional period between 2016 and 2017, I found myself getting really burnt out from doing YouTube every day.
I think everyone does it. Every YouTuber goes through that little thing.
I know that, but for me it was I don't know, I just wasn't motivated, and everyone started noticing that I wasn't happy doing my videos, and then I had I think it was 200 people who saw the new videos end up thumbing them down and then unsubscribing. I was just shit, it's all crumbling.
Yeah, well, I think, if I recall not long ago, Budes also went through that as well. He's gone through a few of those though, so...
Well, that's the thing, is that Felix stopped doing video games because he did that for I think it was 3-4 years as well. He did video games consistently, and he was doing 2 videos every single day and everything.
Yeah.
And now he's just doing these stupid little kind of rant videos, which is everyone's just oh, that's so stupid. Why would you be doing that? You're a gaming channel. But at least it's making him happy again, and he's actually fucking enthusiastic about doing YouTube instead of being you know what, I'm fucking shutting up shop.
Yeah, he's so good at least he's doing vlogs.
Oh yeah, he's got vlogs, and he's got the kind of rant videos that he's doing now, and then also he's got Scare PewDiePie, which he does for YouTube Red now. So
yeah, well, sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm actually kind of on YouTube now, just browsing the front page and all that, and though it's majority filled up with Rooster Teeth and PewDiePie, I just realized something.
Right.
Have you seen the massive ad that comes up on the YouTube homepage at the very top?
Yep.
It's ridiculous now.
That's what people were saying when the new trending tab that you can click on. Oh, the new trending tab that's there. Most of the top ones that are there are all sponsored and paid for ads.
Yeah, of course. No, that's just how it's always been though. I mean...
No, but it's been more, in the last month or two, that everyone started noticing it. And everyone's all pissed off because, it's meant to be what's actually trending by YouTubers instead of being a kind of corporate thing.
Yeah, well, I think it's the same with all the subs and all that. You'd find a lot of take for example, I think Rice Gum and all that. They pay for a lot of
yeah, but they
subscribers and all that, and even views. They pay for viewbots a lot.
That's stupid. I've never understood people that do that. It's it doesn't reflect your real numbers. It doesn't reflect the audience that you have. I was just to me, it's just why would you do that? Especially Rice Gum and all that kind of stuff. When you have, they still have an audience there that's beyond 1 million people. So it always kind of bother
How do you think
me.
they got there though? They got there via viewbots and subscribers, paid subscribers. It's ridiculous. It's just I think that YouTube should actually outlaw it. If anything, I reckon they should just. I think there are definitely easier ways to find if they're all viewbots or not. I mean, if you look
Yeah,
at a new subscriber that's all of a sudden jumped up a lot of subscribers in a mere few weeks.
yeah,
You look at what they're doing.
yeah,
If obviously if you can see that their video has become a meme or something, you can kind of forgive.
yeah,
But if you look at where the subscribers are, where they're located, you can find. I know a lot of the farms I've found in Bangladesh.
yeah.
Even click farms of websites.
Mm.
Anything to do with the internet, a lot of sites like that. All the farms are based in Bangladesh and all India and Pakistan and all that. And it's not hard to find. I reckon they should probably outlaw it instead of encouraging it, because that's what they do. They basically encourage.
Well, that's the shit. That's the shit thing about YouTube. Like today, is that like people that are trying to start now, people are now starting to go, well, they're paying for views and it's working, or they're paying for subscribers and it's working.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, and that's become the norm. And
Instead of YouTube implementing a system where they're actually proactively promoting smaller YouTubers who kind of have. I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers that have potential in all the categories like gaming, music, and the vlogs and all that kind of stuff. There's so many YouTubers, like smaller YouTubers that I watch who have like 100, 200 subscribers. And I'm just like, you are making better quality content than most of the people that have over 1 million subscribers. It baffles me that like YouTube doesn't have a system in place where they're not promoting people that actually are talented and who actually deserve to be promoted. That's all I'm saying.
I totally get what you mean, but I think it's just come to the point where, with them, you can kind of forget people like people like I was saying just in general, because I can't pick one off the top of my head, but people with like all those subscribers, they tend to have been in that business for so long that they're kind of bored of it.
Yeah.
I mean, when the Pewd started, he basically started like really early in the YouTube years.
Oh yeah, he started back in 2010.
Yeah, so I mean, YouTube was definitely popular back then, but nobody actually used it in terms of not only one having game tutorials, but two, let's plays with microphone and video.
Yeah.
He was one of the very few people, and I recall seeing a video you ever seen the channel Game Theory?
Yeah.
He did how is PewDiePie so popular, and the logic behind it makes sense. Basically, his idea was because he lives in Europe, he speaks 2 languages, and he started so early, it's really just the perfect recipe for so much success.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his second language? Swedish, I think it is?
Yeah. Swedish is secondary now. Well, that's the thing, is that like he speaks fluent English.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks fluent Swedish.
Yeah.
And he speaks kind of half kind of decent kind of Italian as well.
Yeah, well, that's the case with a lot of Swedes too, though. But it was just kind of looking over it, and the one where he's from, he's Swedish and all that. They're probably like the most proactive users of the internet, and they always have been from early on. So he was able to get that big chunk of viewers early from there. Then the USA and Australia and the Brits, like all those English as a first language countries, just jumped along because they saw it was pretty popular, and because the idea of having video/microphone gameplay in 2010, where everyone was making gameplay with Notepad. Guilty on that one. I think kind of anyone back then was. That it was just so much different. You felt you enjoyed it a lot more because you didn't have to read.
Yeah.
It was just constant. Didn't have to stop.
You see, that's the thing, is that if you go back to like 2010, 2011 YouTube, right? When there was like a couple people on there that were starting to go big on like video games and everything. There was a time when Tobuscus had more subscribers than PewDiePie. That was a thing that used to have, like, there was a thing back in 2010. I think he had more subscribers than Pewds did.
And I think it's, just consistency. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Vasquez, he did a lot of animations and such, and those things you don't make one of those every single day, right?
Well, you know what? I find it like, if there's people out there, I'm not trying to shit on Toby or anything. I have a lot of respect for Toby. Like, considering all the stuff that he's gone through and everything, I still have a lot of respect for him as a creator and everything. But like, he has 3 channels. 3 channels. Like, I have my channel, which is Popey&TexasPodcast, and then I have my 2 podcast channels, which I have turned off the ability to make money on because I don't want to make money on them. But like, people that have 3 channels and are trying to and have all of them like monetized and everything, those people are the most dangerous to have online because they're just the ones that are there for the cash grab.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to shit on Toby. I love Toby.
No, in the end, it's basically their business. It's their way of making money,
Yeah.
I think you can look at bloody fucking, what's his name, Tom Syndicate. He's got the 2.
Yeah.
He's got his main one. He doesn't really use as often anymore. I think he might. I'm not sure. But then he's also got his vlogs one.
Mm.
That vlogs one is easily overtaken the most popular of the 2.
Yeah.
But they're still like within the million of subscribers, easy. I think 10 million.
Mm.
Just do a quick check while I'm talking. But yeah, it's it's a lot of money these guys get.
Well, that's the thing, is that I don't know. That's why I didn't make the ability to make money on the podcast channels. And even if I did, like, I'm doing podcasts with you and everything. So like, it wouldn't be as if I would be getting like the whole amount. So I'd be, like, if this ever, God forbid, this ever takes off. But if it did, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a joint effort instead of just being me trying to cash grab.
Yeah, at the start, I think for a lot of these guys, it's just not a cash grab. It's more just a piss fart around,
That's how it should be. Even if you gain quote unquote success, I think it should, the thing that should remain number one when you're creating content is the fun, making sure that you're just having fun and not worrying about the rest.
Yeah, and I think that's why I probably enjoy Syndicate a lot. He's always thankful for his subscribers.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's with every 3 vlog episodes he makes is, a thanks.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because he's hit a lot of milestones lately or something. I'm not quite sure, but it's just the way it is. I mean, then you got people like what's in there? Like, I think Yogscast, they kind of dipped off me because they just kind of went about their things. It was all scripted and immature, and they never really cared about anything.
Yeah.
They're like, sweet, let's do this money. Oh, let's do this money. Even with Rooster Teeth 2 a little bit as well. I mean, they were smart in the sense that they made everything for every single age group.
But that's the difference, is that, like, you can see, like, I think Rooster Teeth is a prime example of a kind of good channel to kind of try to like base yourself on, because at the end of the day, the content and everything that they're still making, it's a lot to do with what is everyone going to enjoy. What are we gonna enjoy making, and what are the fans gonna enjoy watching? And I fucking love that, like, they've been on the internet for like close to 20 years, and they still have the fans are a very big kind of priority and a big kind of voice in that company and all those decisions that they do.
Yeah. What I do enjoy though is I enjoy when when you see all those little channels that pop up because of because of a group like Unilad, for example, on Facebook,
Yeah.
become popular. Take for example, what's that? What's that dude called? I think it's Mr. Gear.
Mm. Yeah.
He the 1,000 degree
Yeah, the
knife
1,000
verse.
degree knife stuff.
I mean, it's just like ridiculous, but it's so, you know.
It's simplistic, but like I was just like, oh, that's so stupid. And then I watched one of them, and I was just like, I could see why people would enjoy this. It's simple, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind
different.
of
Like,
it's different, and it's enjoyable.
people would have always wanted to know. I kind of always want to know what happens if you cut through things, as if it's butter.
Yeah.
What's on the inside of things? He cut through, like, I think he cut through a golf ball or something like that, or a bowling ball.
Yeah.
And it's like you're watching, like, holy shit, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I never thought it'd look like that.
It's like when the Slow-Mo Guys channel first popped up. I was just like, that is so cool.
Oh, even still, I like watching slow mo
Oh, I love
because
the
it's just
Slow-Mo
something
Guys.
that you can't do that they do, and they really catch the interest of the public and what they do. Like, it's they actually spent the money. Like, let's do this. Yes, it's more of would consider that as, like, just they want to get a bit famous at first, but now they do it because they're interested too.
Yeah,
They still
exactly.
are.
Yeah.
They started like that way. They still are. I mean, you can't. I would never have thought that spinning a CD at such a fast speed like that
Would
would have
smash
shattered.
it, yeah.
Yeah, and how it shatters too is really amazing.
Yeah.
It's something like regulars can't do because it costs a lot of money. That's like, I think that camera alone costs like a lot of money now.
Oh yeah, phantom cameras are worth the smallest amount that you would spend on like a shitty quality phantom camera would be about $100,000.
Yeah, I was just gonna do a quick Google. Hold on a second.
I think it's around that for a phantom camera. It's about $100,000, if not more.
I got a Phantom V.
Yeah, just any of the phantom cameras. I think it's
$67,000.
67,000.
Yeah, that's one of the good ones too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
that's just off
the
eBay.
ones that the ones that Gavin and Dan have from the Slow-Mo Guys is the one that Gavin used to work on, like when he was working on films. So it's a film quality kind of phantom. So it would be
their one
least,
probably wouldn't be this one. I reckon when they first started, they probably had one of the 68. Just the regular lower priced ones. Quote lower priced.
The ones that they
But
would
then
have now would easily be over $100,000, I reckon.
I reckon they wouldn't even be for sale. To be honest, I reckon they'd be have to be special made or something.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I mean, I reckon it'd be some, like, Hollywood standard. I reckon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that Gavin was saying when they started Slow-Mo Guys that he was like they're now using cameras that Gavin was using when he was on film sets. So like that wouldn't be cheap, man. Like the 62 or 65 gram one that you had there. I think that would be like, now that would be like a benchmark for like if you want decent quality, and I think the ones that the Slow-Mo Guys and everyone kind of have would be way above that now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's pretty cool in terms of, even if we're going to go back here again, in terms of what YouTube has to offer still.
Yeah.
Just change the topic a bit now. I like, what was it, TED Talks?
Yeah.
They took off from YouTube.
Yep.
I mean, they were always popular and all that, but they became really easy to access and really, enjoyable to watch as soon as they became on YouTube and started uploading all their stuff.
Yeah.
I love watching TED Talks.
Yeah.
I'll probably go.
I was just gonna I was gonna try and shift the mood a little bit if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because the number one thing I always get asked, and this is like, my audience don't use the comments particularly. Like, there's a couple of them that use the comments, and I respond to all the comments and everything. But the majority of the people that watch my videos email me, like, personally.
Yeah.
And the number one thing I'm always asked is, how do you deal with all the negativity that's thrown your way? And I think that is something that people, when they're starting channels, don't factor in, that there is going to be that small percentage of a population that just tries to shit on you because you're having a good time. And when you get that negativity, a lot of people, I think this is where like a lot of channels kind of cripple themselves, is that they're not ready to hear that, and then they like beat themselves up being like, why don't they like me? What am I doing wrong? And all this kind of stuff. And like, I always try to tell people, like, if you're going to put content out there, no matter like if it's on YouTube, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on Twitter, you're always going to get at least one person that tries shitting on you.
And that's just how it is, because you know the internet is
I have
every place.
Yeah, I have it automatically filters out my hate comments now from my YouTube channel, so no one, like, the public doesn't get to see my hate comments on my videos anymore, because they automatically filter out. I have 2.9 thousand hate comments sitting here. And I've saved the first one that I ever got. So I'm gonna read this. This is the first ever hate comment I ever got on a video. This was written by Sir Raptor Jesus T Brave.
Sick name, bro.
And this was on a Team Fortress 2 video that I did with Daniel Warwick.
Damn. That's I recall that video.
Yeah.
I recall that video. I think it was, you guys did a couple.
Yeah, we did. I think we did like, it was like 2 or 3 videos, and this was on, I think it was the first one. And this is the message. You're a fucking faggot. I hope you kill yourself. Stop stealing my air, you waste of space.
Yeah.
And like, I show some people this, like when I go to talks and everything, like when I go to PAX and everything and I do talks, I always show people this and they're just like, oh, that's terrible. Why would someone say that? I sit there and piss myself laughing at these.
I think it's just, you know, maybe it's just us or something like that, but it's just, we don't really care. Like, we kind of just take the piss out of everything now.
Well, I think, like, even you, like, you come onto my channel all the time and stuff, like, on Gmob videos and everything,
yeah.
And even doing this and stuff. Like, all of the people that have been in my videos by now have been exposed to some of the hate. Because a lot of, like, they might not have seen it, but there are some comments there that are directed at specifically, like, the people that I'm in a video with.
I've got one.
But
I probably deleted it, but
yeah.
I still got one from
well, even when we collab, like
Dino D-Day. Remember we played
Dino
that?
D-Day.
I think that's when I got.
Yeah, we got one. I think I remember. Like, I don't even know if I have that saved anymore. But like, yeah, that's the thing that like most people don't take into consideration. I think when they're starting to create content, they don't kind of plan out how they're gonna navigate through all that hate and how they're gonna. You have to kind of like just put your like try to rise above all that kind of stuff.
Honestly, I reckon you should set this out. If you ever get, like, you know, your own, like, you know, little shop thing at a PAX or something like that.
Yeah.
See if you're able to, like, get, like, a TV.
Right.
And just have a constant scroll through all the hate comments you got.
Yeah. Just a screen that says, like, at the top, it just says my hate comments, and then it just has them
just
all go
Hall
past
of shame.
one by one.
Hall of shame.
Hall of shame. just like print all of them out and just like sticky tape them onto a wall or something.
No, like on a TV, like, you know, you have a TV and it just goes through one comment.
Well, I did that when I had a panel at PAX here in Australia. I had hate comments going past me because I was doing a talk about negativity and how to rise above negativity and shit.
You got negative comment.
Yeah, I had negative comments going behind my head that were all from my channel, and it was going for the entire session. And
yeah.
everyone, like, every now and then, someone would hit upon a comment that was like really badly spelled or something that was mocking my spelling, and then they spelled something wrong, and then everyone would laugh, and I was just like, yeah, it's fucking illiterate.
It's like, I don't know what you guys talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, I think the other thing that, like, YouTubers have to do, like, no matter how big you are, I think you have to admit when you make a mistake. That's a big thing. is that
Yeah.
like you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna say something in the heat of a moment where you're gonna like look back on it and it could be taken out of context and everything. And I think the best thing to do is just admit when you've made a mistake, own up to it, and then move on. And that's another big thing is that I see all the time is YouTubers who don't take responsibility for what they say. And it's like
Cough, I stumped. Cough. Did you hear what he said?
no.
So one of his it wasn't on YouTube, it was on Twitch.
All right.
One of his videos featured a rape victim. They were just talking and all that, and
Oh, really?
but he didn't know. It was just like one of his friends or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But they were talking, and then she brings up how she was raped and all that, and he goes up and asks, "But did it feel good though?"
Wow.
Yeah. And
wow.
what's it called? Marcus Dibble came out, and he in his call out video of him, that was the one thing that he highlighted. Now basically, Dibble, which I don't really condone what he said here, said, "I want you guys to spam him, but did it feel good though?" on his Twitter, just so he can respond back.
Yeah.
But it's like, you don't ask that, and then like he copped a lot of flack for it, but he didn't say anything. He didn't care about it. He didn't care.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
And he's a fake too.
yeah. Well, that's the thing with YouTube nowadays is that I'm very careful with everything that I say and everything that I do, because like nowadays on YouTube, you can now get sued, and all this kind of stuff can happen. I did a video a couple months back. I had it recorded and everything, and there was a gag that I ended up doing in it where it was like, I don't even remember what the setup was, but it was about like Asian slavery, and like, and then like I did the gag once, and then I kind of just continued it for the rest of the video. And like the video just got predominantly more racist as the video went on. And like, I record that and I was just like, okay, I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to try and salvage this a little bit. Like I'm going to have to tone down on it in editing. And like I tried editing it, and even when I got to the end like result, I was just like,
Can't really use it.
It's riding on the edge to the point where I was just like, I don't know if I can really use this. And I never uploaded that video. I ended up deleting it straight away. So I think YouTubers need to admit when they're wrong. And I think that you need to... YouTubers have like a certain like kind of responsibility, not only to like themselves and like their integrity as a person, but also to the audience that's watching. Because like I know that a lot of my viewership is kids. So like...
Yeah.
And now that I know that, I'm not going to put something up that's like, I never advertised myself as a kid-friendly channel, and like I've always sworn, I've always played R-rated games and everything. That stuff doesn't bother me. It's when I do stuff like that Happy Wheels video, and that's the stuff that I really start to question everything about, because I'm just like, you know what, if they hear curse words, they're gonna hear curse words everywhere on the fucking internet. And if I'm playing
You gotta deal with it.
Yeah, and if I'm playing an R-rated game, there's nothing
That's
stopping.
generally the pets. It's generally like,
Yeah, generally the parents. Yeah, so like that stuff doesn't bother me. But when it can be that kind of stuff that can get a little bit messy, that's where I kind of have to step.
I think
in.
it's when it's in your control.
Yeah. But there's a certain point that YouTubers go to where I think you need to step in and just be like, okay, this is no longer like going to be taken like as a joke. It's going to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And like that's the other thing is that I think it was like a month back, I had to make another video on my channel which was addressing people who had been emailing me complaining that they felt that the channel wasn't kid friendly and that they didn't like what their children were watching. So I had to make another video on that, and I was just at the end of the day, like, I can't control what your kids are watching. This is what I said in the video, by the way. I can't control what the kids are watching. I'm not, if I stop swearing, they're gonna find it somewhere else, and if I stop playing R-rated games, they're gonna find it. Like, there's nothing stopping them from going to Mark's channel or fucking Jack's channel, and they're all playing the exact same games. And there's like, it's like, why are you shitting on me? You know what I mean?
They blame you, but they shouldn't be.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I ended up getting 50 emails, 50 individual emails from parents, and most of them were being like, we're talking about how I shouldn't swear, and then in the email they started swearing at me, and they also started piling on death threats, and I was just like, over a video. I was just like, really?
I was like, I don't think they're going to be learning from you. I think they're going to be learning more from the parents, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I ended up saying in the video. I was just like, look, I take some of the responsibility, because you have to when you're a YouTuber. You can't really just be like, upload anything and just be like, well, fuck that. It's not my problem anymore. You have to take responsibility, obviously. But a certain responsibility lies with the parents, and the parents should be monitoring closely what their children are watching if they don't want them to be watching a certain thing. And that's all I was trying to convey with the video and everything. But like, yeah, I was getting death threats and shit. And I was just like, that's fucked. Like, it's a video game that I'm playing a video game. Like,
what the hell would they care?
It's not like I fucking was like talking, like, it's not like I was just sitting there being like, Hitler is good and we should all follow suit. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't spreading like a negative message or anything. So I was just like, what the fuck am I getting all these? What the fuck?
They make shit up.
Oh yeah, I know they do. But still, when you get it and it's like 50 emails, you're just like, fuck, what the... And like, that's the thing that is also scary, is that, you're on YouTube and everything, people know your name. Like, people know my real name and everything.
Will eventually
people, like, I've accidentally slipped that I live where I live. Like, most of the time I say I live in Melbourne, but there was a certain, like, I think there was in 1 or 2 videos where I accidentally slipped, like, the actual town that I live in.
Don't do that. Bad.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, when I've done that, it, like, my name's out there, the town that I live in is out there. And it's just like, these people are sending death threats, and it could like easily track me down if they wanted to. And it's just like, I don't know, it becomes very scary very quickly.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know, but you I'm guessing, since you're just like, you're not as active on YouTube as I am, so you probably haven't had to deal with that yet. But
I had to do like 1 or 2 messages, but that's it at the most, because people don't know. They know I live in Melbourne. That's it. They don't know anything else about me.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, is that
and my first name.
Yeah, I think I was accidentally vlogging and I said where my hometown was or something.
Oh god.
And like, I was just like, okay, well, that doesn't.
It's a vlog. It's not a video.
Well, it's not too bad, because like, my town's pretty big. It's got over 22,000 people in it. So I was just like, even if they do know that, it's, what are the chances really that they're gonna kind of hunt me down and
they'll figure it out. I know that they'll figure it out. Time. They have too much time on their hands.
I know they'll figure it out, but I was just like, you know what? At the end of the day, even if it goes back to people who are just going to shit on you for doing what you want to do. Really, that's all I see it as. Like
jealousy.
Yeah, well, not jealousy. It's just like with the hate comments. I feel like people are just gonna. It just links back to people who are just going to shit on whatever you do. And that's how I feel about when I get death threats, or if I get anything like that. I'm just like, you know what? Like, it concerns me during the time, because I'm just like, fuck, what if these people actually find out where I live and they all know my name and all this kind of stuff? And, at the end of the day, if anything were to happen, I know that I would be pretty alright. Like,
Yeah,
even if
you
something
are
were to
protected.
happen, yeah, I know that would be pretty alright. But during that moment, your brain's just going, shit, this could really fucking go out of control.
No, I think I tend to myself. I'm not sure about you,
Mm.
but I have this very I don't give a fuck attitude.
That's the thing, is
So
that like, it's the thing that I've always promoted on my channel in particular. I've always said that, this channel is not just me, because it's not. It's about the entire community that's there, that make up this channel. And it's like when you hit milestones. Like I recently hit 5.7 thousand subscribers, and everyone was congratulating me. I was just like, don't congratulate me, congratulate yourself. You guys make up that. I'm just a guy that sits here and plays games. You guys are the community, and you guys are building up the community by inviting people to join the community.
yes,
So,
yeah, I think that's that's especially at such a a small fan. Not so not that it's not sorry, not that it's a small fan base, but in comparison to all the
oh
the
no,
big
it's a small fan base. I have no shame in admitting that this is not a big channel.
yeah, but still, it's just like it's 5,000 people, but it's a 5,000 people that It's I have a great saying I say it's a person can learn one technique and do it 100 times, or a person can do 100 techniques one time each. But the person who does the one technique 100 times will be far greater because he's more fluent at it, and he can trust himself more. You got these 5,000 people that are true proper fans, compared to those people that have the 1 million, 2 million subscribers, but chances are about 500, 600,000 don't even watch at all. I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I'm still subscribed to people like Sips, from Yogscast.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched one of his videos since 2012.
Well, you know what? I think that's for any channel. I 5.7 thousand. There are people on there that I know don't watch anymore because they subscribed for a specific series that ended or something. So I think realistically, if I were to get the people that watch me now, there'd be maybe a couple hundred, I reckon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
But
I get
even in saying that, every channel has that. Every channel has that.
suppose.
A lot of people subscribed because I was doing the Life is Strange series, and then that ended, so they left and never came back. And then I was doing, the Walking Dead by Telltale, and then that ended for a bit, and they don't come back. So and then also I do the voices every now and then, and I don't do the voices as a primary thing on the channel. So there's people that are just subscribed for the voices and all that kind of stuff. So when you split it up into all that kind of stuff, it does become a little bit less special. But the fact is that 5.7 thousand people took the time to watch a video, to like it, to leave a comment, and then hit that button means that that just means the world to me, and it means the world to all of the YouTubers that I know.
Yeah.
I think that's a good stopping point.
Yeah, that's about it, I reckon.
And on a somewhat positive note.
Yee.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. If you are listening on iTunes, make sure you go over to our YouTube channel where this will be posted. There is some storage space issues on iTunes, so a couple of these episodes might have to get deleted soon. But every single episode is up on YouTube, so make sure you go over there if you've missed an episode and catch back up. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you go over to iTunes, leave us a review, and give us a star rating. We'd really appreciate that.
Yes, we would.
But that wraps up another episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I am YouTube's Popey JN, and with me as always,
Texas Austin.
see you guys next time.